Louisiana Beer Review St. Arnold Pumpkinator 2020 aged in bourbon barrels. This is our fairly rare variant. I've seen it at one store in Louisiana. That was Dorignax. It was $6.99 for one 12-ounce bottle. Whoa. There are some video reviews for this going back about 3 years. 12.9% alcohol, imperial pumpkin stout brewed with pumpkin and spices. Don't know what bourbon barrels they're using. Maybe Eagle Rare. I don't know. Could be Bellows bourbon for all I know. All right. Anyway, actually Bellows is not bad. Aged 4 years. It's pretty good actually. Anyway, so St. Arnold, we went to their brewery a couple of years ago, and it's right directly north of Interstate 10 in Houston, Texas. The brewery actually borders the fence, that separates the highway from the surrounding area. Okay, here's a St. Arnold Summer Pils glass. Like a John Lennon car. All right, nice smoke. Nice water vapor. All right. Beer Advocate says it's a 91 out of 100, outstanding. Untapped has it at an 86, I think. 86, which is extremely high for their website. You'd be lucky if their beers get into the 70s out of 100. I'm smelling the bourbon. That's really usually with bourbon barrel beers, the bourbon would be a background note, but here it's the predominant note. It is making me think it's perhaps a higher proof bourbon, maybe an old Granddad 114. It's total guesswork. I don't know whose bourbon they're using. There's so many choices in America. It could be a blend of different ones that they just got. If you don't like bourbon, then this aroma's gonna put you off to an extreme extent because it's heavy in that area, much more than the KBS or CBS from in Michigan. What about pumpkin and stout? Well, you get a stout sweetness, the dark roasted malt, of course, but there may be a shadow of pumpkin gourd aroma, but it isn't too strong. The appearance is so dark. I have the direct sun coming above that roof line, and it is shining through, and I just see the faintest little bit of brown at the bottom. And oh yeah, it's dark brown. But it's black with the sun shining at it. You can see that it just looks black. Like Ronnie James Dio might have said, the world is turning black, and all of that. All right. This is not a misty morning. It's sunny and dry. And I have not lost the rising sun, the final sign. Woo! Whoa! This is a pumpkin pie, and a very rich and expensive pumpkin pie in a glass, a bottle, and then into a glass. There is a little raisin, there is a little bourbon barrel vanilla oak. The spices are almost like licorice and certainly nutmeg and cinnamon. Allspice. 12.9. I regret how I'm gonna feel later. I'm gonna take it slow because I don't want to be up there talking about where do I go, who do I turn to, that kind of thing. It's complicated. What I mean is it's rich and luxurious. There's dark roasted barley malt, dark brown or black bread crust, the pumpkin spices, which are not overdone, I might add. There's the bourbon barrel, which is not overdone. It's strong in the aroma, but not in the taste. It's very fancy pants. Now, is it worth $6.99 a bottle? You know how that goes. You buy it because, like my friend David says, people get pulled into that. They get pulled into it. I say, I don't argue that point. I know what that's all about, but I'm a sucker for it. I fall for it gladly. Well, mostly gladly, sometimes regretfully when I taste them. I have no complaints. I wouldn't be running around paying $6.99 a bottle for this all the time. $26.96 for a 4-pack. Hey. But also considering the fact that I've seen it once in my life on a store shelf, and I may never see it again, I could not resist. You can feel it. You can feel it. You can feel it, darling. Well, hearts, how am I going to score this? It's going to be very high. I think it rivals CBS, which I scored 100. Does it surpass it? I can still get CBS, believe it or not. Surpass it. I wouldn't say so, but it rivals it. It matches it. It matches it. Let's see, 24 ounces for $13.98. What I'm gonna get CBS for? 22-ounce bottle. When you think about price, it beats it really. CBS is crazily high here. I'm talking about the remnants of it. I know it's no longer in production. It's like Phoenix. She's gone forever till they bring her back. It's 100 out of 100. I think it's 100. It's outstanding, really. It's great. It's great. I don't know why they're saying a 91. I don't know what would be the 9% problem. I can't see a problem with it. The bodies, I don't say it's heavy, but it's high, medium. It's as close to heavy body as you can get without tipping into heavy body, okay? Which some people would say, well, then it's practically heavy body. Still, I'm going to say high, medium. The finish is semi-sweet. On the Cyclops scale in bitterness, it would be 1 out of 5 hop cones. Bitterness is not playing an important factor here. What about the sweetness scale? On sugar cubes, out of 5, 4 out of 5. It's a very sweet product. But then you read about it, you're going to expect that. It's a dessert product. I mean, it needs whipped cream. I could get the whipped cream and put it on there. It would work. I have some. Anyway, fabulous, great, fantastic, wonderful, awesome. I love it in every way. So, Laissez Les Bon Temps Relais, an A+ beer if there was ever an A+ beer. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.